So why isn't a systematic sample a random sample? Well, in order for a sample to be a random sample, there has to be some kind of random number assignment, whether you're ripping up names and putting names in slips of paper and mixing them well in the hat, or you're putting you're giving everybody a number. You're conducting a random sample. We assign everybody a number, like this one. You randomly select 10 numbers between 1 and 100, and then select those 10 houses. So randomly means you're using some kind of generator table or software that gives you those 10 numbers, excuse me, versus, not just you picking them off the top of your head, because we never do that well out of the top of our head. So that's what makes it a simple random sample, is because everybody, all those 100 houses have the same chance of being selected, versus um, versus if you pick the 10th house. Here's the systematic sample in this group, in this section. You start at house random. So supposedly you randomly start at number 7, and then you pick every 10th house. Well, what if you are house 11? You're not going to get picked. So not every house has the exact same probability of being selected. Um, Not that a systematic sample is a bad sampling technique, but it's not truly a random sample. It's just kind of like a pseudo random. Okay, so to recap, in case for the exam, on the exam, systematic samples are not random samples. They're a good sampling technique, though. Stratified random samples can be pretty good, whether it's random by name, but what you do is you break the group up into strata, and you select a random sample from each of the strata. You got cluster samples. Um, Even though everybody in the cluster gets sampled, what samples get picked are random. So everybody's equally likely be picked. Okay, so I hope that answers your question about that quiz. You're going to see it again.